Iran's women's soccer team refusing to sing Iran's national anthem at the Women's Asian Cup, seen as an act of defiance against the country's regime. The team arrived in host country Australia just before the outbreak of war in the Middle East. Backlash was swift, with the presenter on Iranian state media branding them wartime traitors, spurring fears of persecution. Then growing calls for their protection.
Australians have been moved by the plight of these brave women. They're safe here and they should feel at home here.
The Australian government granting humanitarian visas to 5 of the players who requested help. U.S. President Donald Trump had been putting pressure on Australia, making his own offer of asylum.
President Trump rang me this morning just before 2 a.m. We had a very positive discussion.
Albanese says planning had been underway in the days before, and asylum is also being offered to the remaining members of the team.
These athletes have now become, if not a cause célèbre, they're certainly political pawns.
Human rights advocate and retired Australian soccer player Craig Foster says even though the players have been given the choice to defect, it may not be an easy decision.
These are always complex situations because the families back home, some of the players have children and the like. So even if they feel unsafe and would prefer to stay in Australia, they may not be able to.
This Iranian-Canadian journalist sought asylum in Canada after receiving death threats over a cartoon mocking a regime leader.
Iran is supposed to be sending its national football team to the World Cup. But I'm not sure if the regime is comfortable with that.
He says this act of defiance could have more repercussions as the FIFA World Cup approaches. Mira Baines, CBC News, Vancouver.